going on, everybody? Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Uh, did not have a very good day at the track yesterday, but I did have a lot of help from a lot of people. I want to say thanks to Ron for helping me work on the car, and thanks to my buddy Brian and Ryan and Lisa for helping me load the car up in the rain, pushing it up on the trailer while Ryan has a bum leg. Ended up racing the truck yesterday to make sure that I at least made a pass. We're running the truck today because the car is being a pain in the ass. It's not going good. And we're going to do what we can do with the truck. I'm not expecting to make it past the first round, but we're going to go try. Well, that was so good I forgot to hit record and record it, so that's about, you didn't miss nothing, let me tell you what. It's exhilarating to do an 11.5 second 8th mile. So, not the best day racing. Pretty much figured I was going to get put out first round when I knew I was going to have to race the truck. I didn't crash the car or blow the car up, although blowing the car up would have been much more glorious than what I may have done. I hope I didn't cause any damage, but I may have. Bought a set of spark plugs for the car because mine are pretty fouled out. And while they have the same thread reach, the electrode and the piece on the top that makes the gap for the spark plug are much longer. From here to here is the same. This distance to this distance is the same, but from this distance to here is much larger than my old plugs. So, hopefully, I didn't put any holes in any pistons or bend any valves or break any valves. That's what I'm worried about. Got to get a scope. I'm going to get a scope and try and go through my spark plug hole and take a look at it that way rather than pulling the heads. I'm going to see if I can get a scope, put it through the spark plug hole and take a look at it, and if I can't see any damage that way, I'm going to throw my old spark plugs in there and fire it up and see what happens. If I see holes in the pistons, obviously, I'm probably done for the season, and it's time to do a lot of work. What I found was when I started working on the car was I started pulling plugs, and the gap on the spark plug was completely closed off, completely pinched shut, so something's connecting. So I'm assuming the pistons were hitting the spark plugs because I have dome pistons. So I'm assuming that my pistons were hitting my spark plugs. I don't see why. I don't understand how my spark plug being long could have damaged my valves, but it could have. So I got to get a scope and look in there and see what's going on. But I do want to say thanks to Ron for helping me work on the car, and thanks to everybody that helped, my buddies that helped me load it up, and in the rain, no less. But that's where we're at with the car right now, and it's a rainy day here in Battle Creek. But that's all right. Yeah. So anyhow, anyway, we got some work to do to the car. Trying to avoid pulling the heads, but I might have to pull the heads. We'll see what happens. Not the end of the world or nothing. Might be the end of the season, possibly, but not the end of the world. So, yep, might just turn into the engine building channel for the next several months. outside, not in the garage. Oh well.